Hi guys and welcome to Club number 3, episode number 4 of Tuners Travels Around the World in 80 plus cups. And well, you can see on our schedule page we've not been in great form at all since that last episode. The penalty defeat to Crusaders and the battering by Linfield. We then played Carrick Rangers away from home and well, got battered again pretty much, 4-1 defeat, and we carried on from that last game where we left off. We just did pretty much absolutely nothing at all. I did rotate a couple of players in this one. As you can see, we had a very heavy run of fixtures, 4 games in 7 days, so I had to rotate where possible. And I personally expected Carrick Rangers to be the easiest of this run of games, so we thought, okay, we'll go with a rotated team for these, and yeah, they certainly proved me wrong there for underestimating them. We then did have a good result in the next game out against Dungannon Swifts, a 4-2 victory. Kenny Kane, Jack Kinner, Kafar Friel and Ryan Wade all on the score sheet there. Before back-to-back draws, 1-1 with Coleraine, 2-2 with Ards. McElroy, Friel and Clark scoring the goals there. Late goal for Clark to equalise in that one, and likewise a late goal for McElroy in the Coleraine game to equalise. And then a pretty heartbreaking defeat against Glentoran, 4-3 defeat. They were 3-0 up inside 21 minutes, a hat-trick from Declan Carlin. And well, I was worrying then, especially after some of the form we've shown this season. Before Jack Kinner pulls it back to 3-1, McElroy makes it 3-2, and then a minute later Collins goes and puts it almost out of reach. 5 minutes later, Kinner scores again to give us some hope, but we just couldn't find that equalising goal. And then Crusaders again, we took the lead again before Friel, before Jamie McGonigal in the 54th minute and a late 90th minute Jordan Owens winner sinks us to another defeat. So just that one win in them 6 games since we were last here. And well, if we take a look at the league table, we're still in 4th, but we're now 9 points off the team ahead of us, Crusaders, who do have a game in hand. We're starting to look a bit backwards now instead of forwards. And we really need to find some form here. If we go and take a look at the transfers we've made, we lost Noel Kearney to Linfield for £2.5 grand, rising up to 4.5. They made an offer. He was a very good goalkeeper. The board accepted it. I was a bit disappointed with that as well. To lose him, he was very promising for the future. Piers Esler left on a free transfer to put down reserves. He was never going to play for us, so decided to get him off the wage budget. Same as Callum Campbell, left on a free to Cliftonville. Their reserve team, again, never going to play for us at all. In terms of incomings, just the 2, we've already seen Kobe Arthur in that last episode, who's not really kicked on how I wanted him to. But we've also brought in Jake Corbett, right back, centre mid. Decent little player, 21 years old, so he can grow as well. Just to provide that competition, we've been struggling at right back. Again, we do like to play with a complete windbags, which isn't particularly his best position. We've got him training actually in centre midfield. He does look more promising there for me. So in today's episode, we're going to play Larne and Cliftonville here at the start of February, and then we'll see how the league table stands here. Obviously, we could potentially have a pretty decent episode and really gain on Crusaders and Glentoran ahead of us. The title's gone at this stage. That's 21 points. I can't see us crawling that back at all. But let's go and jump into the game against Larne. As you can see, I've taken all the tactics off. We've just gone with the formation. Everyone's now playing in their best roles. And we've basically just started from scratch for the tactics. We did like last game against Crusaders. Obviously, it was a late winner there. That sort of cost us. But it was definitely promising signs. And if we just go back to the technical briefing, he wants us to use tighter marking as well. We're not going to go and throw that on for this game. We'll keep it there how it is. I like to see how the game is developing when I'm building my own tactic, and see how things go really. So this is the team we're going with: Glendon, Lorimer, Balmer, Casey, Clark, Winchester, Arthur, Miller, Wade, McElroy and Kinner up top, with Miller, Simpson, Fraser, Friel, Casement, BT and Kane on bench. Perhaps a bit harsh to drop 3-0 for Kinner. 3-0's probably been the better player so far this season. But again, we need to sort of rotate at times where we can. We're going to tell them we're underdogs. Kinner, Glendon, both inspired and motivated. I'm going to say we're slight favourites. I don't think we are at all. But it's going to give them a little bit of a boost. It might have been a bit confusing had the players said that after I just told them they were underdogs. But they shouldn't be listening to that a bit. They should be, warming up as we try and get a crossing. It's cleared out. Clark, Arthur, Winchester. Got a man coming back in, goes back to Casey, which is perhaps a bit smart. Looks over the top for Miller, and Miller's in. He's got past the defender. Miller makes it 1-0. Leroy Miller bags his third goal of the season just before 4 minutes on the clock to put us 1-0 ahead here against Larne. And as you can tell, I'm perhaps a little bit reserved here because, like I say, we've not been great at holding on to leads this season. Defender came out for it, misjudged the flight completely. Miller did not. Great touch to bring it down, gets into the box and plays it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. And we can have a little bit of a click around here if we do choose to. Obviously, let's say Crusaders playing Coleraine, who are down in 6th. So that would be one to keep an eye on. We are going to keep that on though. I'd rather see the players. Glendon now the goal kick. We've not had a single highlight for 35 minutes. Clark picks it up from the header, finds McElroy, who is on a booking, skips past his man, looks over the top for Kinner, who flicks it on to nobody really, nobody there. I thought he was going to chase his own flick on, but he isn't. Bradley has some time and space. Obviously, we're not quite pressing now. We haven't got that set up. I'm sort of letting the defenders do what they like, and it's a great tackle from Winchester. McElroy gives it him back. Arthur in the centre of midfield, who really needs some good games, The Borden fans are turning on him as Miller is in yet again, and Leroy Miller makes it 2-0. It's a great finish, a lovely ball through to him from Winchester, and another good take, and he found himself in acres of space here. Arthur lays it off for Winchester. Couple of touches, and great ball from Miller. And it wasn't even a defensive, misjudging the flight of the ball that time. They just caught out completely. Miller found that space and got in there to make it 2-0. And Coleraine are beating Crusaders as well at half time, which is lovely to see. Clark looks like he's playing a more direct game than asked to today. That is fine. We don't need to. On the time they played well, but there's room for improvement. And Kinner and Glendon are both motivated, and that is nice to see. Lorimer's not having a great game at right back, and neither is Clark at left back, as Larne look to bring it out with McDonough. And again, I don't really want to go defensive. McElroy gives away a foul, and he's going to get a second yellow here. And he's sent off, and that's a stupid trip, really. And, well, that puts us in a little bit of trouble. And, well, what do I do? Really here, what I think I might do is Wade's going to come off, and we're going to go 5 at the back here with Casement. They're both on cover, so let's have Casement also dropping in as a cover. Play a bit deeper there. Go a little bit more cautiously. And yeah, I think we'll go with that. We'll look to try and see this game out now. We are down to 10 men. Bradley's free kick looks over the top. Casey smashes it clear. And this is where we're going to be in trouble. Kinder's going to have no support at all up front. Lorimer dives in, which is lucky he wins the ball because he's also in a booking there. Arthur goes back to Lorimer. Looks first time over the top, but Kelly stays focused this time. Miller skips past his man. It's a good ball in for Kinner, who looked a bit offside to me, and he's missed anyway. The flag has gone up. Regardless, he was offside. He wanted to go very defensive. I'm not too keen on that, but I'm going to listen to my assistant manager this time. And well, we're just basically going to go full on part of the bus mode here. We'll keep We'll tell the goalkeeper to slow it down, but we'll get him to take long kicks. Yeah, we'll hold shape there. And we are pretty much going full Jose. And I think we're going to bring Simpson on for Lorem as well, purely because of that booking, and he's not playing very well. So I want to try, try and keep at least 10 men on the pitch, as Miller picks up a booking as well. Fraser comes on in the centre of midfield. And Corrine have just gone back ahead against Crusaders. That's 2-1 there. We're ticking time out. 2-0, and this is going to be a great victory for us. That is a fantastic victory for us. 2 goals from Miller, Leroy Miller, who obviously was subbed off on the 2 goals. Might motivate him even more for that next game. The red card put us in some doubt, but I don't think we saw a single real attacking chance from Larn in that game. Not one that I remember anyway. And as you can see here, Crusaders did end up 3-1 losers to Coleraine. That puts us 6 points behind them. They do have a game in hand. Glentoran also lost, and Linfield drew. So we've picked up points on the teams ahead of us. Again, I think Linfield are out of range for us, but if we can be doing that, then lovely, really. We're going to just find him a day's wages. We didn't actually get the chance to set up a code of conduct before this game, which wasn't ideal. But we do have 11 days now before the Cliftonville game, so I'm going to go play that and we'll come back for that one in just a moment. Okay, so we're back for the away game against Cliftonville. The only change to the team this time is Kenny Kane coming in for the suspended McElroy. So I've got faith in the lads from last time out. Kenny Kane isn't quite, fully fit. Well, he's fit, but he's not quite match sharp. So we'll play him anyway. We'll see how things go. We do have players on the bench we can bring on if we need to. We're going to ask them to carry on what we finished from the last match, and all the back 4 are motivated there. That's exactly what we needed. I mean, we're just talking about their players, eh? We had a pretty good game last time out. They're down in 8th. So we should, get a result here. Crusaders are playing Ards, who are down in 7th. Glentoran against Coleraine, and Linfield against Glenavon. Larn have raced into a 2-0 lead there. Glenavon are beating Linfield as well, so if we can get into a lead here, it'll be pretty big, but it is Cliftonville on the attack this time. McKee and O'Connor playing it between them. Goes back to Newbury, first time over the top, and it's headed clear by Casey. Donnelly tries to get it back into the box, and Brown gets there first. Glendon probably should have come for that a little bit earlier, but in the end, no harm done. And well, this first half has been a half of very little action that we've actually seen. He says right in the stroke of half time, we've got a free kick here. Clark, short to Kane. Arthur, space, plays it in for Wade even. Changed his name again. I like to do that, don't I? I like to change people's names. I was kind of hoping it was Wald, and he scored that. I was going to make a Where's Waldo joke for the Americans, but not possible there, especially when his name's not Wald, it's Wade. I might change it to Wald, just so it fits that joke if I want to make it in the future. But it's absolutely nothing happening really for us there. We are going to demand some more now we're in. And well, this hasn't been a great game at all, has it? Next to nothing. We're going to get a bit more positive now. Clark can come off for Simpson. Miller isn't having the best of games, neither is Arthur. We're going to take Arthur off for Murphy. And Kin off for 3. We're going to make all 3 changes on the hour mark. And we are going to go positive. Obviously, we've demanded some more from them. And I've just seen that Linfield are losing 3-1 as the ball comes over the top. Barmer knocks it clear. Miller's bringing that down. Gets past his man. Good ball for Friel. And Friel should have scored there. Really should have scored. Glentoran are winning pretty big. Let's get a bit more attacking now, but is there throw-in from McDermott? And we haven't been great defending from throw-ins. The ball comes back across Hughes. Gormley scores. He was miles offside. Clearly miles offside there. Takes down his own teammate's shot in front of the goalkeeper. And perhaps he blocked it from going in. Maybe if he'd just stayed out of the way, that would have counted. Demand some more for these final 6 minutes. Simpson in for Winchester. If we can get a goal now, this will be massive. It goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, and why? We had a man open on the right. Glendon knocks it downfield. Lorimer picks it up, and look here again, someone up top. Miller finally gets the ball out to Wade. Wade running to his man, gets past his man, ball in. Miller flicks the header on, and Ben Winterbottom saves. We're going to get very attacking now. I believe that's former Liverpool goalkeeper, youth goalkeeper Ben Winterbottom. Barmer gets his head on that, and Wade yet again. Heavy touch this time though, and Kane takes it off him. Maguire brings it into the centre midfield, finds O'Connor. Ball over the top, and Hughes is in, and he looked offside as well. He is offside. It's twice now they've had the ball in the back of the net late on, both disallowed for offside, and so he definitely looked offside here in the centre. He was indeed. And we're going to stoppage time, 3 additional minutes, and it hasn't been a great game for us. We have been a better team if you look at the stats, but we've gone to full time. We're going to thrash arms and tell them I'm not pleased with that at all. We barely saw anything attacking. We had 2 chances, 2 pretty big chances that we missed. And, well, in the end, it ends a 0-0 draw, and not much at all to see there. I don't want to talk about Coleraine at all. They did get battered 5-0, and if we look at the league table, it is only 12 points behind Linfield. They did lose, and that makes it even worse, really. If we'd got that win, then, you know, perhaps we could have been talking about getting back up there. I say 12 points as well. It's not 12 at all, is it? It's 18. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. 10 behind Glentoran, 8 behind Crusaders now. Crusaders also lost, so that's pretty damn annoying. But that's where we're going to end this episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play through these final league games until the league splits, and we'll come back for the first games of the league split. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.